Well, it looks to me like we're live. Are we live, YouTube? If you're here, if you get into the comments, just give me a heads up. Let me know that the audio, the picture's looking good, and that the very, very first Friday Live with the Grom is happening. Let's see, because the last time that I'd done this, there was some technical issues, and yeah, we didn't do too well. So we created the live, but unfortunately, it went to private instead of going public, and so nobody joined. But check it out, we must be live because the one, the only, the Mr. Corn Life Network himself is in the chats already. So I'm buzzing off of that. So it's got to be working. So without any further ado, good evening, guys and girls. Happy Aloha Friday to you, live from the UK, live from my makeshift studio, prepared with coffee and filter jug. I will tell you this now, when the coffee's gone, the Grom's gone. I appreciate the hell out of you guys joining in tonight. Spot on for that one. Looking good, sounds good. Let's go. So I will give you the heads up. I am very new to this, as you will know. And basically, I will try to read as many comments as I go, but I will just say if I miss them, I apologize. I will try to keep some sort of attention on the chat and try to talk to the camera at the same time. And as you know, from one man to some of the other guys that are in the chats, trying to do two things at once is a challenge at the best of times. So while trying to chat, check the chats and drink coffee, man, I'm already outnumbered. It's Friday. How did the day treat you all? I hope it's been good. I hope you're rocking your Hawaiian shirts. Mine doesn't particularly look that Hawaiian because most of it's hidden, but we are rocking it. Unfortunately, the UK weather is not. It absolutely sucks. The temperature's dropped and it's been raining all day. So not feeling too Hawaiian or too summery at all here in the UK. Vid quality is solid. Thank you very much, Mr. Chill Adventures. What's this, Mr. Corn Life? COVID-19. Dude, I hope it's not serious. I hope you're giving it what for. And I hope that you're back to full fitness and fighting strong soon. Party on the bottom. Let's go, Brooke. So basically, I had lots of ideas planned for tonight. The one thing I wanted to try to do was be live at 5 for all you lovely people the other side of the pond. However, with setting up the studio and, well, I call it a studio. It's sort of a makeshift set. We have lighting, we have coffee. So we're live as well. That I'm already pretty much chuffed. So if you guys can actually hear me and see me, that's a little bit better than we did last time. So I'm counting that as a win. Long and short of it is, going forward, I have lots of plans, lots of ideas, and I do want to have lots of guests, but I am currently learning how to go live and also trying to figure out whether I want to be using OBS studios or whether I want to be using StreamYard, I believe it is. Yes, let's just say I do like to take a lot on, and going forward, we'll slowly iron some things out. I also have a grand idea of trying to get quite a solid studio setup going, and who knows what it will lead to. But I do ever so soon want to be able to get guests on and get you guys sort of interacting with the lives. It's awesome having so many people in the chats, and I'm pretty chuffed that we've already got a like and we've got 3 people watching. So, dude, I am absolutely stoked off that. Thank you very much. As I say, I will try to keep an eye on the chats, but no doubt I will ramble off on a tangent and completely forget that I've got a chat right open in front of me. Mr. Corn Life Network, StreamYard, I do believe that is probably the way that we're going to go. Currently, I want to try to remain as professional as possible, and I wanted to get away from the watermark. So I don't really want to go crazy and buy like a subscription for it just yet. I'm trying to not go full Grom on it and go all in, all excitement, and then be all out in the same week. I want to kind of just slow and steady wins the race on this one. I think we've raised the game up actually going live, so and not publishing it to be private so nobody can actually get in on it. I think we're winning. I hope you guys are winning. I hope you're looking forward to a good weekend ahead. I don't know. Let me know in the chats. What have you got planned? Which lucky ones of you will be surfing? Which lucky ones of you will be relaxing and chilling out? And which poor people are going to have to be putting work in over the weekend? Let me know if I'm crackling on the mic here, because it's all we're like pros here, guys. Got the lav mic in the Hawaiian, but no doubt if I'm not paying attention, I'll be rustling all over it. And as I'm not actually checking my audio as I go, it's What are we saying? What's the chat saying? You're winning, dude. Appreciate the hell out of that. Look at those arms, dude. Did you catch the other vlog where I showed my friend the puppies? That's all I'm saying, chill. I could peel 9 bananas. Yeah, dude. We're planning on surfing on the bed. That bed surfing, couch surfing, little bit of TV, little bit of coffee. That sounds like a good weekend to me. Unfortunately, minus the illness. So I'm wishing you all the best, and I hope you recover real soon, guys. Because I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to jinx it. I was really ill before everything was mentioned about this thing, that thing that you're forbidden to talk about. We'll call it Voldemort. And so maybe, but other than that, I've not been in touch with Voldemort. So, dude, I want to keep it that way. I think that alone for 2020, 2021, 2022, now we're in 2023. I think I'm doing well. So I'm going to count my all of my lucky stars and all of my blessings, and just hope that carries on rolling. But I really do hope you guys get well soon. I've heard a lot of Voldemort going around, and seems to be just lurking in the background. So if you're watching and you guys are currently suffering from that said thing, I do wish you all the best. Right, so getting back onto some sort of program here, because yes, you wouldn't have believed it, but I have kind of some rough idea. I wanted to get to an hour mark, and we'll do a kind of a rough news roundup of the week in the UK in the Grom's eyes. That might be interesting, or it might just be a complete am I supposed to swear? Don't say fuck or bugger. Basically, I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown from the gossip in the UK. The partial kind of topic for tonight is just going to be some details and some statistics that I kind of covered in the week. Sort of touched on it in the vlog, but didn't go into much detail because I was kind of thinking I will save it for tonight. Dude, Peter Dyer, legend. How's it going, dude? Dude, I am well. I hope you're winning. I hope Friday's been good to you. I hope it's not been too stressful, and I hope you're looking forward to the weekend ahead. Who else have we got in the chats? So there's some serious legends, man, and some smooth criminals, if you ask me. But that's good to hear from you, Pete, man. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate everybody that's tuned into this live, because, as I say, this is the first one. It's going to be quite rough around the edges, and just trying to keep on track and stay focused and stay in the chats and stay with you guys and still make sense is half the battle here. So definitely. Anyway, the topic being YouTube and some of the statistics that I've pulled off of a website this week, which I don't even know if I can 100% trust them. Myself and a colleague that I work with probably wasted far more of the workday than we should have trying to crunch numbers, and some of them just don't seem to add up. That's probably down to my mathematics, because I'm far from Carol Vorderman. However, when you look at some of these statistics, and if you are a fellow YouTuber or YouTuber, it's kind of shocking. It's kind of crazy. And if I'm brutally honest, it's almost mind-blowing. It's almost too much for, it's too much for my minuscule little brain to even fathom. So check this out. I don't want to pull notes up because it's not very professional. I'll do the news shuffle. Basically, YouTube, long and short form content, on average, there is 2,500 new videos uploaded every minute. So I should really put a link for the website so you guys can go and do the fact check and the research for yourself. And just, yeah, because I don't want to feel like I'm spreading misinformation or leading anybody astray or destroying anybody's dreams. Because I will say this, after reading this article, I just thought, damn, like, trying to be a YouTuber in 2023, I know there's a lot of people out there that will say there has never been a better time to start a YouTube channel. And I do agree with that. I also would say if you don't think your life is interesting, you might be very surprised at just how much you take that said interest or non-interest in for granted, because there are some amazing people that do very ordinary things, or what they see or perceive to be ordinary things, when in the reality of it, people that are not inside that world or that job or that career or that day to day might find what you do really, really interesting, inspirational, and just consider it. If you don't run a YouTube channel, it's not the hardest thing to do in the world. And I would tell you one thing, it is like a 21st century memoir. It is for me anyway. And to be quite honest, through the people that I've met via doing YouTube, the friendships that have been created, the interactions has been absolutely remarkable. Bearing in mind, I think I'm coming up 5 years. I don't know. I should have done my fact checks on my own information. I think I started in 2018. It's 2023. You do the math. I did miss out about 8 months, maybe a little bit more, when I kind of had a wee mishap and decided to smash the laptop that I'd only just bought. But never mind. That was the old Mark, and this is the new. So yeah, but I would just definitely say anybody that's ever considered uploading videos to YouTube, whether it be a vlog, whether it be just your hobbies, passions, something that you have interest in, try it. See what you come across and the people that you meet, because it's amazing the like-mindedness that you just kind of seem to discover. However, getting back on track, their claim is that there is 114 million active YouTube channels currently, as of, I think it was dated to the beginning of the year. However, that also kind of is one of the little holy parts, where I would say later on in this data or web page, whatever you want to call it, they kind of then go on to say that there's 51 million channels, and 38 million of those channels are considered active. This was an interesting fact that I found out. They state in this website that any profile on YouTube can have up to 100 channels. I'm more than happy with one, but that kind of blew my mind, as in the point of just how many offshoots you could have via your one account, which is kind of crazy. But breaking this down further, there is like some silly numbers to crunch here. So they are saying the 250,000 new video, 2,500 new videos every minute. And if you kind of start working that down and you say to yourself, how many videos, how many minutes there are in an hour, and then how many hours are there in a day, you're looking at, like, we tried to figure this out and there was some sort of wonky information. I think it was my maths. It's like 216 million, if I'm correct, videos uploaded every day. However, they go on to say that basically out of those 51 million channels, 38 million of those are considered to be active, that there is only 2 million signed up to the partnership program, which is basically 5.26% of channels are monetized, which is kind of gnarly. When you start accumulating this data and start looking into this, and if you are a YouTuber and you're thinking to yourself, man, you know, my stuff's not getting to the top because I'm not good enough, or I don't put enough time in, or I don't do crazy stuff, which are all questions that I ask myself and stress over quite a lot. Those numbers just go to show, guys and girls, keep on doing what you're doing. Don't worry about the numbers and don't stress, because if you really start crawling down the rabbit hole, the numbers, the minutes, I think I didn't record the data, but it said something like if creators stopped uploading videos as of now, it would still take you something like 700 and something years to watch, which is just insane when you think how much content is on YouTube as a whole, whether it's short one-off videos, whether it's created content, the time, the energy, the passion, and the madness that is out there on this awesome little channel that you're currently watching really is amazing. And bear in mind, we take some things for granted, and I am sat in a stupid little house in the UK, and you guys are sat wherever you are, and I'm currently streaming to you. I know it might just be my age talking, but that absolutely pickles my little melon. Let's have a little look in the chats. What's going on? You guys and girls are absolutely blowing up the chats, and I appreciate the hell out of it. Where are we at? Corn Life Network. My dog gets better numbers than me. Dude, animals. Animals are always going to have it. But if you weren't there capturing it, so you got to take credit as being the filmer there, dude, and the editor and the producer. So, yeah. Jay Hughes, first live. Yes, stoked, dude. Appreciate the hell out of that comment. Mr. Cockney Buddha himself. Dude, I have to apologize. I haven't caught your video today, and it sucks because I did want to watch it, because I did want to cover the topic of it in this video. However, I was playing catch up, and I want to say I caught up with 2 of your latest videos, both of them very much well needed at the time. So to all of the ladies and gentlemen watching this evening, if you are not familiar with Cockney Buddha, I would highly recommend you go and check his channel out. Some of the topics, discussions, and the general content that is in this gentleman's videos is very much mindful, mind nutrition, as he puts it. There is some really interesting information, some great tips, some great pointers, and just a ton of information that if you can take on and put into practice in your daily life, it will improve you. And then, to be quite honest, there's some awesome channels in the chats. If you guys aren't familiar with each other, if you get interacting amongst yourself, Corn Life Network, amazing channel. Chill Adventures, amazing channel. Jay, I don't know if you've got videos on your channel. Pete, I'm not too sure if you've got videos on yours, but seriously, there is some quite amazing and talented people, and some complete Fruit Loops, because God love you. God love you, Mr. Chill Adventures. You are a goddamn legend. I know we obviously chat quite a lot off of, say, social media in our little group, or even one-to-ones. And I know sometimes you, probably like many people that are currently watching this video, doubt yourself. I know I do. I doubt every action and everything that I do in my daily life. But dude, you keep on keeping on. And as the legend himself, Mr. Cockney Buddha, would say, stay the course, brother. Stay the course. Makes my day, Chill does. Dude, most definitely. And I'm going to say this, and I'll try not to talk too much about stuff that goes on that not everybody can participate in. But the videos that you share within our group absolutely crease me up, and I know they have the Cockney Buddha as well, and a multitude of people. Obviously, there is a man by the name of Necrobeam, who I'm hoping is watching. He hasn't popped up in the chats yet, and I know he's a lurker, but he's an absolute legend. Unfortunately, he has the quite mad job of having to work next to me for 8 hours or 8.5 hours a day. And bless him, if he's watching, I've got to give him a shout out, because he puts up with me, man. And obviously, you guys can switch me off if you need to, but this poor dude has to sit next to me, and I absolutely talk the back legs off of a donkey, or as my nan would have said, I suffer from verbal diarrhea at the best of times. So yeah, bless him, man. Him, I know Necrobeam is I hope he's tuned in, but he's quite a quiet and calculated man. So basically, if you are there, dude, just want to give you a shout out because you're a legend. And I just wanted to say, chill. I know he appreciates your videos, and also Cockney Buddha and Corn Life. I know that he watches all of your videos quite religiously. So he's a huge supporter of your channels. And you've just, yeah, I'm hoping at some point he does put his penn'orth in, and you guys can all just communicate together because he's a legend. Dax, he needs a medal. Dude, he needs more than a medal. I personally think they should give him his own room just so he can get away from me. So, yeah, bless him. But he's an absolute legend. And so, I've missed the spot. I wanted to go 10 o'clock now for the news. Basically, if you follow UK, let's just say media as such, the biggest news of the week. I will try to stay within, I don't know, reportage and not spill any maybe slander or anything that's probably not already known by the British public. Yet again, the BBC strikes with one of their employees being called up or called out for doing maybe not naughty things, because it's not really that naughty, but short story, he paid a large sum of money, £35,000, if I believe I'm correct, for inappropriate photos. And just heard about this with the guy. Dude, basically, I'm just saying this now, and this isn't a live, and I hope it blows up, and I hope, yeah, I don't know, but £35,000 for inappropriate photos, which I don't know the level of inappropriacy here. And the individual that he was dealing with wasn't a minor, so we're not dealing with anything naughty. Dude, if there is anybody out there who wants to give me £35,000 for like a photo, I'll send you my foot. It's fine, dude. Like, you know, I'm not proud, but £35,000, and this is a gentleman that is very well respected and very much high on the salary at the BBC. So this is kind of big news in the UK. However, it's kind of funny. I should have had a tin hat ready because obviously I haven't been doing Tin Hat Tuesdays, but there should be a tin hat segment in the news where it's kind of crazy, because I do feel like mainstream media always tends to give you this beautiful watch the hand, keep watching the hand, keep watching the hand while something else is going on. And I do believe this could very much well be one of these stories, because there has also been talks this week that the ex-Prime Minister, Mr. Boris, was meant to have enclosed or maybe handed into courts or such WhatsApp messages in regarding all of the naughtiness that he was doing while the rest of the country was in lockdown. Now, it's kind of funny how the media didn't really particularly cover that. And I'm also had been having a lot of conversations, and I don't know where you guys stand with the current situation in France, but let's just say those guys are absolutely going a little bit hardcore, and they are most definitely standing up towards their government. And I sometimes wish the people of the UK would do something about the powers that be in the manner the French have. Maybe not as extreme as the French have, but I will let you go off down that rabbit hole. However, it's kind of crazy that there's some serious ongoings in the world at the minute. And I know that there's been a few issues with it in, I want to say, Canada with, is it B16? I could have this all wrong, so I'm not going to discuss anything more in that. But I noticed that there was a few things where Google, I believe, and maybe another platform, Instagram, has almost banned any Canadian news because of some disagreements. And again, I'm not going to cover it because I don't know it enough. However, yes, there has been some crazy goings on this week, and I will promise next week to try to do a little bit of more of an efficient research on the news and try to find a few wacky stories just to hit you with at that 10 o'clock mark. Because going forwards, I would like to try to get some kind of scheduling on this, and we will try to stick to it as best as we can. Things will evolve going forward, but there's just a few little things where I'm thinking, I'll do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of news, a little bit of laugh, and maybe wash it all down with a little bit of sugar, because as they say, a little bit of sugar makes the medicine go down. What's going on in the chats? Cockney Buddha, Florida is getting naughty too. If you did want to have a look and just give yourself nightmares, there is a web page where you can currently search, well, you can search all of the current protests worldwide. And I want to say it is basically called Protest Worldwide. I should really, let's get really tricked, guys and girls. Tell me if I manage to cancel the screen, but let's go. Google at my fingertips. Look at me, right? Current protests worldwide. Boom. See the speed of that finger typing? Absolutely savage. Global protest tracker. I hope we're still live. If it all crashed, I love you. So there are over 400 significant anti-government protests that have erupted worldwide. More than 132 countries are experiencing significant protests. 23% of significant protests have lasted more than 3 months, and 135 significant economic anti-government protests have occurred since 2017. So look at that. How mental is that? I just got on the internet and read you verbatim, word for word, ladies and gentlemen. Check me out. That's like really professional. Right, so that's it. I'm signing off. It's Necrobeam's in. Legend. Good shout. I'm glad you pulled it. Better late than never. Dude, so if you get to watch this live back, I was just telling everybody that's watching right now how much, and Dax said it the best, really, that you deserve a medal, because I was saying about how you have to put up with me for like 8.5 hours a day while I sit or stand maybe, I don't know, 10 foot away from you and rabbit and natter. And yeah, but dude, the conversations, that would make for one hell of a podcast. We'd probably get banned, but yeah, it'd be epic. And dude, I was just shouting you out. So I'm absolutely like super hyped to see you here. And yeah, always better late than never, dude. That's like kind of the motto of my life. Chill Adventures. Can you see if all women are protesting my area? It's been neglected severely. Dude. You need to get the placards out, man. I reckon you should start protesting the fact that it's being neglected, dude. So yeah, there is, going back to what you said, Cockney Buddha. There is a lot of stuff going on globally. I would like to touch on a few things. However, sometimes if I don't know enough, I wouldn't cover it because I don't want to kind of misinform you. But I also don't want information to kind of be missed, the crucial parts. So I know that there's some really serious and has been some very serious ongoings in Iran for a long time. And for some of you, you will be familiar with it and may have heard of the reasons why it started and the ongoing issues that have been. Again, it's really hard to try to sieve through the facts and discard the fiction, but there is some really crazy stuff going on in the world. So I will most definitely say this, and that is, wherever it is that you live and wherever it is you tend to travel to and from, I really do hope that you stay safe and stay focused, stay positive. And when I say it in the vlogs, I do mean that, because seriously, for many years I thought I was completely mental. However, I'm actually seeing, I think I'm quite sane, maybe, in the comparison of the world since 2020, because oh my God, All I'm waiting for now is aliens. Why do you think I brought out Tin Hat Tuesdays? I need to continue that. So, guys, girls, I'm not going to bore you much longer. I was going to go for a really, really long sort of ramble into the world of YouTube and where I would like to take this, but we can just do that slowly but surely as we go. I hope that this video has come across really nice and clear and I haven't bored you too much of a Friday night. I did say that I'd finish all of the coffee, but at the minute, I don't think I've taken a breath in the last 15 minutes. Next time, I'm going to break out the beers. You banged it out of the park, brother. Dude, I appreciate the hell out of that. Very good. I appreciate that as well, Dax. I do. Guys, I will say this. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time out on a Friday night, and especially for the guys and girls that are in the UK watching this. It's already like 11:15 at night. So to stay up and get tuned in, I appreciate the hell out of it. Looks and sounds great. After the last show that obviously went private and then I had to put up and I'd been sat here just talking to kind of a blank screen. Well, a screen with nobody else at the other end. To have 8 people and 2 thumbs up, I appreciate the fuck out of it. I don't care, man. Let's go hardcore. It's Friday night. It's past the watershed. Let's give you some full gromage. That's what we're going to have to do. The news section is going to have to be gromage instead of reportage, isn't it? Namaste, brother. Cockney Buddha, absolute legend. So that's 31 minutes. You've got to appreciate the Mr. Necro Bean. This guy listens to that sort of stuff for like 8.5 hours a day. So I salute you. The night is still young. Well, who knows? What we saying next week? I'll just stream for 24 hours. But there are a few things that I want to achieve going forwards. I did sort of semi-touch on the thought of going down the route of OBS studios and the StreamYard. So I actually uninstalled OBS before going live on this video because it was causing me numerous amounts of problems because my camera wanted to kind of connect via OBS, whereas I just wanted it to go straight through YouTube and not cause me any headache because I haven't figured out OBS and I feel like it'd take me a little bit of time to get my head around that. However, and I will tell you this, I'm currently using a Canon 70D as my webcam. And I'm not going to lie, like I'm going to get you this one for the guys and girls that do watch the vlog on a daily basis. So tomorrow when you're watching, you can see this and then you can see that the live was live. And this is the behind the scenes of the live. There's coffee, there's a camera, and right in the back of that camera, there's some absolute goddamn legends. But going forward, I do want to kind of figure something out so that I can get some of these people in these comments actually live on the show so that they can tell their story to you direct from this, so that I can take a breath and so that we can get some really just whacked out Friday night down the pub kind of conversations going, because there are a few people in this group alone that I would love to get down to the local bar or to the local whatever it is if you don't drink, down to the cafe, drink up some coffees and talk some shit, because there really is some absolute legends in the chat and I'm just super stoked off that. 7 viewers, somebody had to check out, 2 thumbs up. So I hate saying this, but I'm going to say it now. If you are in the chat, if you have enjoyed this so far, if you took anything from it and you're loving it, I'm seeing some hearts pop up, man. I'm appreciating the hell out of that. We need a coffee. Dude, don't go nowhere about it. Be rude not to. This has got to be a coffee ad. I'll cut to this short advert break. Coffee is awesome. Drink loads of it. If you want your best coffee, you need to locate or find your really awesome coffee guy. Because trust me, you need one. It's the best. check that out for not sponsored, not paid, but just hyping up a good friend. So yeah, go and get some really awesome coffee in your life, ladies and gentlemen. Or if you don't have the pleasure of that, just go and buy some awesome coffee of any sort. Make it real strong, drink it real neat, because we don't need milk around here, man. We just drink it as it's brewed. Gives you that little extra kick. Don't forget to hit the like buttons. I hope you enjoyed this, and there is just so much more that I have in store and that I want to do. I will call this a day. I will say thank you, cheers, appreciate you all. Have a fantastic weekend. Don't forget to catch up on all the vlogs. And then going forward, we will probably be back the same time. So I think we'll probably go live at about 11:15, so we can have an 11 o'clock news with the Grom. Hopefully by then I'll have some other stupid little props that we can have a little bit of fun with. And I would really like to get this interview link sorted. So Mr. Cornlife, we need to talk. Appreciate you all being here. Have a fantastic evening. As always, stay focused, stay positive, keep on keeping on. And I will literally see you here, same time, same place, but next week. Appreciate you all. Have an awesome weekend.